And so you won't want to be in my shoes when you promise to appoint only 60 ministers, and you have thousands of people sending their CVs. Then maybe some people will be disappointed.
Welcome to this episode of the Political Rant with me, The Voice, right here on this CNTV page. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. John Mahama says that he's not going to appoint 60 ministers, but he might appoint 58 ministers. And he's saying that he's going to disappoint a lot of people. But you don't need to be in government to be able to make change. Listen very well. You don't need to be in government to be able to effect change. Now, this thing, Afenyo Makin had prophesied about it. He told NDC that the overwhelming majority they got in parliament was a curse in disguise, because John Mahama is limiting himself to 60 ministers. And out of these 60 ministers, they are going to, two-thirds is supposed to come from parliament. Now, two-thirds coming from parliament means in essence that, and two-thirds from parliament means that about 40 people will be appointed from parliament, right? Now, 40 out of 180 leaves 140 who will not have any appointment as maybe minister or deputy minister. Even if there's reshuffling, I'm not sure all 40 will be removed for a new set of 40 to come in. So the disappointment there is going to go into a lot of corners. Now, the next thing John Mahama said that is also important that we must take attention or must pay attention to is that if NDC is going to stay in power, then it means that all of them, even whether you are appointed or not, you are supposed to contribute your best so that maybe another leader will come and extend. So the more NDC stays in power, the more your chances of getting appointment. Now, my issue is with the word maybe that he used. Maybe another leader. You know, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is a communicator. And so English is his daily best friend. Like, he uses his mouth, he uses his English, his language to get people on board for his vision. That is what he has been trained to do. Now, if that is what he's been trained to do, then whichever word he uses should be well scrutinized. You know that His Excellency Mahama, you only have one term left. So if you only have one term left, and that term is ending in 4 years, what do you say about what happens after the 4 years? You tell them that the next leader, not maybe. The moment you use the maybe, what it signals to your listeners and I say your audience is that you intend to stay on. And I can say that His Excellency John Mahama intends to stay in power beyond his second term because of the maybe he used. If you say maybe, means there are two probabilities. If I say the next political rant, it could be my boss. If I say that the next political rant episode, it will be my boss who will do it, what it means is that there are two possibilities.
But I cannot do this work alone, and so I have to select some people to join me to be able to deliver the reset that we have promised Ghanaians. And it's happening at a time when Ghanaians expected a reduction in the size of government. And so you won't want to be in my shoes when you promise to appoint only 60 ministers, and you have thousands of people sending their CVs. Then maybe some people will be disappointed. But it's not only by playing your role at that level that you can contribute to the success of government. There are many other things that you can all do. And I always say that the success of this administration will guarantee us, another term, maybe under some other leader. But we need to get this right so that Ghanaians will repose the confidence in us and give us another opportunity to continue. So all of us must put our shoulders to the wheel and work as hard as we can in order to achieve this.
That the next political rant, it will be me or my boss. But if I know that I am exiting GCN And so the next show is going to be by my boss. What I say that the next show will be my boss, not maybe my boss. No, the next show will be my boss. You are getting the analysis. Now, all this thing is happening at a time when NDC referred to John Mahama, His Excellency, as a supreme leader. And then if you refer to somebody as a supreme leader, we have been maintaining that means that the person is an autocratic leader. And who is an autocratic leader? An autocratic leader is anybody that stays in power beyond their due term, or anybody that imposes himself or themselves on people against their will. That is a supreme leader or an autocratic leader. Now, if they've started this agenda of supreme leader, and then the person who is supposed to say that, no, I am not a supreme leader, is now hinting as that maybe he might not be willing to exit power when his time is due, then we have a big problem on our hands. A really big problem on our hands. And this is what Ghanaians we voted for. Because we kept on telling you that this man said 4 years was not enough for any party, any political party, to effect any change. Right? He said 4 years is not enough to develop the nation. And he was coming back for a 4 years mandate. And we told you that, look, it is better to give the mandate to somebody who has 8 years than give to a person who has 4 years. Because once the person who has 4 years feels that, oh, what I wanted to do, I've not been able to achieve it, there will be this temptation in them to stay beyond the required time. And every human being has this affinity towards power. Every human being loves power. I know very well that if Akufo-Addo had the chance maybe, and the constitution had allowed, he would have maybe gone for a third mandate, a third term. Because it's sweet. Power is sweet. It's sweet to have a motorcade in front of you. It's sweet to have an ambulance behind you. It's sweet to be in a bulletproof vehicle and all those. It is nice. Now the person who has 4 years is telling you maybe another leader will come, which means that he might want to do another 8 years. And they can play that trick. And you know, it's so some way that once you have sworn in the person, you have given the person overwhelming power. And once you give somebody overwhelming power, what that means is that they can do anything they want. I hope that Ghanaians, as at this time, have started realizing the big mistake they made voting for NDC. Now he's telling you maybe the leader will come after. And the grassroots, who's had their expectations so high, you were thinking they were when this person, right, you can become special assistant and all those things, personal assistant, PAs and all. They are telling you that you might be disappointed. And it's not might. You will actually be disappointed. And we will be here to make fun of you. Yes. But we were thinking that we said you were one job, 3 people, 3 shifts. So I was thinking we were going to have ministers for morning, ministers for afternoon shift, ministers for evening shift, DCs for morning, afternoon and evening, special assistant for morning, afternoon, evening. Because it was supposed to be job galore, and also 133. So what has happened to the 133 formula? This is the change you voted for, and this is the change you are going to get. We wish you all the best in the next 4 years ahead of us. Let's see how you go about meeting the expectation of all Ghanaians who have reposed their confidence on you. This has been the Political Rant with me, The Voice, right here on GCN TV page. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on the notification so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. Then, bye-bye. See you in the next one.